What's going on? What's going on, everybody? How we doing? This is Dennis Smith, the alternate timeline. How my kings and queens doing out there this weekend? This is a late Saturday reaction for me. It's late. I've been watching NBA playoffs basketball all day today. Plan to do more of that tomorrow. Also react to Demon Slayer. We're reacting to Hell's Paradise episode 3 today. Episode 3 today, and again, like I always say, I always keep the chapters down below, so it's broken down. So if you want to go straight to the reaction, you can do so on the little ticker down there. Go to the reaction, go to the outro, skip ahead, do what you need to do. Understood. But yeah, man, this is this is the alternate timeline. It's what we do over here. We do all these anime reactions and stuff. Definitely think about subscribing to the channel. Super smash that like button. And yeah, man, subscribe, man, because we got a lot of content. We got a lot of content, doing a lot of things. DAT episodes, talk Star Wars, talk Marvel, go live every Sunday. And then, of course, these anime reactions, man. And then, follow us on the social medias. It's at the alt time on IG and Twitter. We're down to talk with anybody, geek out with anybody. And my man Jam got the IG looking good, man. Got a lot of things on the IG, a lot of comic stuff, and just cosplay, all that kind of stuff on the IG. It's pretty versatile, so go check it out. But yeah, man, let's get to this reaction. Speaking of Demon Slayer, man, they freaking took my reaction off. They took it down. It made the checks and everything, cleared everything. And I had it posted for about maybe 4 or 5 days, and then they took it down. I think it was on a Thursday. They took it down, man. Blocked me. Apparently I wasn't the only one. Apparently they went around and did a sweep, so who knows? I'm gonna give it another go. I also re-uploaded it just a little bit ago. Re-uploaded it, so my episode 1 reaction is still up there, but we're gonna give it another shot tomorrow on episode 2 and see how that goes. Hopefully they don't do that again, because it would be nice to react to Demon Slayer, but it seems like they're pretty strict with it. I'm not sure what they want or what they're looking for, but we're gonna try to react to it. Hopefully I just gotta be cautious when I do it. But yeah, man, Hell's Paradise. I'm enjoying this, man, a lot. I'm enjoying this a lot. I actually been enjoying it more than anything else I'm watching, actually. And I'm excited for episode 3 because episode 1 and 2 was great. We got to know our main character a little bit, Gabimaru, kind of what makes him tick. Kind of got a little bit more backstory on Sagiri, the executioner, being raised with a lot of executioners. It's been pretty crazy. And then last episode they gather everybody up and tell them like, hey, you guys are gonna have to go to this island. Executioners will be like the freaking chaperones to these people, but like they're all going over to this island. We got to see Gabimaru's skill a little bit without any weapons. I mean, he was like slashing throats and stuff like that. It was crazy. Because they had to cut the number down. They had like 30-something people, but now they're down to, I forget the number, maybe like 12 or 13 or something like that. So yeah, it's an interesting bunch of people. They all are gifted, it seems like, and can handle themselves. It's just gonna be interesting. I'm interested in the relationships that will happen, because they're gonna be executioners that are there with him, but we're not trying to die out here. So it's gonna be the executioners that like are trying to keep these guys in check. They'll kill them if they go out of line or whatever, but like at the same time they're gonna have to work together to stay alive on this island that we had no idea about, and like what's the terrors and stuff that they're gonna see. So it's going to be interesting, the relationships that form because of just trying to stay alive and survive. That's what I'm most interested in, especially, Gabimaru and Sagiri. She seems to be, she's an interesting one because she's like, of course she's a a sword tester and an executioner, but all the other people in the clan kind of look at her as like she's not ready yet. She still hesitates when she's doing her executions and stuff like that. But she's pretty badass though. She's pretty badass. So like I hate that they're kind of looking at her as like a weak link, but she's gonna, I'm pretty sure she's going to correct that, and she's gonna do her thing for sure. But it's, you can already see like Gabimaru and her are kind of going to be a team over there, because we got to see what's over there on the island. We got to see what's over there. I'm hoping we get to a little bit of that here in this episode. We'll see. But yeah, I think that's the main thing I'm looking forward to. It's just like the executioners and the prisoners, I guess, kind of working together to stay alive, and who's gonna have who's back. Maybe somebody that's a prisoner saves an executioner that's about to get killed or something like that, and then there goes a bond that forms like that. So it's gonna be interesting to see what happens over there. I mean, all we know right now is that this place is dangerous. They think it's beautiful. They send back flowers growing out of people's bodies and stuff like that. It's crazy. It's terrifying, but also like there's a beauty to this island as well. They're looking, of course, for this magical elixir of life. So yeah, it's an interesting setup right now. So yeah, I mean, that's all I really got to say about it right now. Let's jump into it. I'm gonna turn this music off. Let's jump into this episode and see what it is all about. See what they're talking about. Alrighty, let's get it. Hey. What in the world? Is all this necessary for just one man? Even after being pierced by blades and spilling his guts out on the ground, he remains standing in place. I guess it is necessary for this just one man. That's crazy. He's still alive. The chief of Iwagakure truly was immortal. Apparently it was due to a medicine he acquired long ago. Ooh, so that's what they're looking for. Across the sea. So this magical elixir, okay, that's what it does? Or that's what they believe. That's what they believe so far. Interesting. So it seems like Gabimaru already has like some kind of knowledge about this magical elixir and its capabilities. Okay. So he's not like going into it blind. It seems like he kind of knows a little bit. Also, is that him? That's the narrator? Is that Gabimaru the narrator? I believe so. Judging by your expression, it seems like you didn't think it actually existed. So it is him. It is him. That's definitely his voice, and it sounds like that story that he just told was something that he was a part of, and he's basically telling her like, hey, seems like you don't know that this thing exists, but he does. It's real, the elixir of life. I don't know if it's here though. Damn, that's the place. Damn, so they done already pulled up. Intro time. But they already pulled up. They are there. That was quick. I thought they were going to spend some time like crossing this water or something like that, like on the boat or whatever like that. Thought there was gonna be more time there. I honestly thought this episode might have been the traveling to the island, but they're there. They popped up. Okay, I ain't mad at it. Interesting. It's just them two right now. It's just them two out and about. So they don't stick together as a group. This place certainly makes one believe the elixir of life might be found here. It does look pretty. Don't you mean it's creepy as hell? You got a point. There's no rhyme or reason to the species. and natural habitats of the plants growing here. Right. It's just kind of random prettiness out there. It's random beauty, random nature. Kind of interesting. It's unnatural. There's no telling what might be out there. Be careful. He just broke his stuff. You expect me to do this with my hands tied? How is he supposed to help with his hands tied? Come on, Sagiri, you know this. I cannot overlook any attempt to break the rules. He said, can't you let it slide? In fact, this isn't the only ridiculous thing about this expedition. We've only been given food and water for 3 days. Damn. Only for 3 days? Our only clue is this drawing. He only got this drawing to go off of. They're not actually trying to find it, are they? Oh, sword to the neck. Bind your hands. If you're confused, then allow me to explain. I'm an executioner, not your ally. It's not my problem if you fail to find the elixir and receive a pardon. Gabimaru is just, he gets more and more interesting, man. He's like, look, these aren't even good conditions for me. Like, I don't have my hands tied. You only gave us food for only 3 days. I only got this drawing to go off of. Like, what y'all doing, man? What y'all doing? You can't expect us to actually find us with only this. How are we supposed to survive out here? The more this season goes on, the more like human he becomes. And the more like you see him as less as an assassin, but more just like he's a normal human. You know, until I'm guessing until some danger arrives and he gets in his element. But it's just very interesting, the two sides of him so far. If you refuse to bind your hands, then I'll simply take your head off. Look at that look, though. Whatever you want. Oh! Wait a minute, look at this. I'll set whatever conditions you have, but try not to get rid of... Damn! She wasn't expecting that either? That's one down. Who's this? He let his guard down under these circumstances. He deserved to die. He said, wow. You surprised me. He's alright. He said I dislocated my neck. Anyway, look at him. Which one was he? I don't remember him at the I don't remember him at the camp. I don't remember him at the get together. I don't remember him. Oh, he's the warrior monk. He's a warrior monk who fell in love with weapons during his training. Damn. They say he's stolen over 100 weapons from his other warriors. Okay. He said, actually, that's not what I meant. His hands aren't bound. Right. Tell on him. Tell on him. He's like, I really don't care about all this. Who he is. He's funny, man. I don't care about who he is. You can tell me all about this guy. He's a warrior, monk, whatever, fell in love with blades, all this. He's like, nah, but look at his hands though. He's not bound. His hands are free. That's all that matters to him. Why aren't his hands bound? Don't know. So you're as rigid as ever, Sagiri. We can tie their hands again on the trip back. I can't be bothered to argue. He said, see? Ooh, ooh, why he say that? He said, you're still the lowest rank because you're honest to a fault. So they have a ranking system. I think that's the first time they've mentioned that in this show. These executioners having a ranking system. And she's low rank. Alright. Gabimaru about to help out with that. I like this. I like this. The dynamic is already just like funny because Gabimaru is obviously super powerful, probably the most powerful person in this show, but he is limited because he's a prisoner and he's got these executioners and he's also got this island. So you got this island that's dangerous, and you got these executioners that are also watching it. So he's kind of limited. And you got Sagiri, who is in charge of him, or his executioner is in the lowest rank of executioners. It's very interesting. So it's like lowest rank with like the most powerful person, but they have like seems like they have an understanding. Like she's interested in him, and he's like kind of cool with her. It's what it looks like already. So it's just a cool setup right now. It's a cool setup because you just know that Gabimaru might make her look good later on down the road. We'll see. It's not time for that discussion right now. How dare you ignore me, Gabimaru the Hollow? I can test my weapons on you to my heart's content. Man, you over here trying to pick a fight. It don't look like you were trying to fight back then. Why he didn't fight back then when they were all together? Now he want to fight. They get to the island. Now they want to fight. I don't understand. I guess it's because he didn't have his weapons back then. But aren't we supposed to be looking for something? What's going on here? Your body shall experience their beauty firsthand. He's like, you some kind of pervert. No leads to begin with. It would be wise to kill the other criminals first, and then take my time searching for the elixir. Okay, that's one way to look at it. And you're first, Hollow. Oh, Dono said, we're just here to watch. Feel free to do what you want. Feel free to kill each other. And Sagiri said, I agree. What? He said, but it's a pointless hassle. I don't want to kill anyone because my wife wouldn't like it. Ooh. But I have no choice. Guess I'll kill you. What? Mind your hands? He said, you're kidding, right? What? What is going on? He's still tying his hands and taking those hits. He said, I don't have time for all this. You ain't about to test all these weapons on me. He used a single pole as a lever to launch his massive bulk. Hold on. What is going on, man? Gabimaru's got insane ability, bro. Insane ability. What is this? Dude just got smacked around by a lethal weapon a few times, and he was just tying his hands because Sagiri ordered it to. And I'm wondering if Sagiri said, I agree, I'm gonna let you guys fight right now, I'm gonna stand back, because she kind of feels like Gabimaru would win anyway. I wonder if that's why she's doing this. I wonder if they feel like Gabimaru would just win anyway. Also, what happens to Dono if Gabimaru kills this guy? Who does he watch over then at that point? He's just kind of by himself. Look at all the weapons coming down like 10-10. Efficient. Said it's hard to fight with your hands tied. That was efficient. A single blow. So we're just getting started, Hollow. We're done. We're done. That was a waste of time. Let's look for the elixir. My hands are still tied. He did all that with his hands tied. They didn't even show us. They didn't even show us. Wow. Dude said we're just getting started. End scene. Start scene. Gabimaru just sitting there, hands tied, and all these blades are just in this dude's body. Ridiculous. Yeah, Gabimaru fucked him up. He messed him up. Sagiri's just standing there. Oh, is he gonna take a shot at Gabimaru? Oh, he cut dude's head off. Well, I'm heading back now. Interesting. Because he's an executioner, why not? He just cuts this dude's head off. The monk guy or whatever. He said, well, I'm heading back now. He's just leaving? He's just going back home? Gabimaru asked him, do we need to fight now? And then he said, I told you we're neither enemies nor allies. Interesting. If the criminal we're responsible for dies, then we simply take his head back. Interesting. They take his head back. I guess that's just like proof. So it's probably like, okay, our guy died in battle, or he got killed by something from the island, or I had to like slice his head off because he went out of line. So that's why they take their head back. Be careful on your return journey. He said, can you afford to worry about anyone else right now? If anything, I consider myself lucky for getting out of this so quickly. You're naive if you think you're safe just because his hands are tied. The man standing next to you is a criminal. Mere moments after we headed to the shore, I already seen so much. Wait, what? Those who sought to reduce their competition before we even landed. Damn, dude, in the freaking yellow-haired dude that started the fight in the last episode already died? Those who plotted to work together and those who pretended to. They never follow society's rules in the first place. They don't care about duties or rules. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Damn, killed him. They'll attempt to survive by whatever means necessary. They'll do whatever it takes. Damn. So the prisoner's already acting up. She said, but wouldn't breaking the rules invalidate their pardon? That's why I called you rigid. To a samurai, the shogun's word is absolute. But what really matters is our priorities. Priority number one is the elixir of life. Wouldn't the shogunate prefer we break the rules to achieve our objective rather than following them and failing? It's a very good point. Besides, rules are illusions that don't function. He kind of spitting. He's spitting a little bit. For some, they simply never apply, like him. See, I think he's wrong about Gabimaru, man. I don't think he's looking to kill Sagiri like that. He don't like killing. If you listen to him earlier, he literally went up to the guys in the second episode, to the people that were running that whole thing, was like, look, can we just not kill? Like, this is a waste of time. And you remember that? Can we not kill? We don't need to kill. It's bad. He doesn't like killing. So I think Sagiri should be safe. Shall I cut him down for you right now? Let's not waste time on pointless jokes. We're short on time as it is. I just want to get back to my wife. Ooh, I don't care about anything else. Brodon got up to him real quick. Why was Dono trying to flex like that? Why was he trying to flex like that? Saying, should I cut him down real quick for you, Sagiri, so you don't have to worry about him? And Brodon came up to him, touched his sword, said, bro, chill. Chill. I don't care about this. I only care about getting back to my wife. You can put that sword away. Put your sword away. Let's hurry. Yeah, he got up on you real quick. Real quick. Wait, what does that mean? He said, let me make a prediction. The situation will change in a few hours. Change again in a few hours. He said, are you hungry? They did say he's a cannibal. Wait, wasn't he a main executioner? Was he not the main? What? I was not expecting that. I thought he was a main dude. That sucks, dude, to be looking over the big guy, the big cannibal guy. He's just looking at him like, yeah, I'm eating you. That's crazy. Why would you send me on this mission with him? No, sir, I'm good. I'm good on that. We just watched a bunch of dudes try to throw rocks at him, and it was doing nothing while he was taking a nap. So what I'm about to do with this sword. They set him up bad. Got him looking messy out there. That's bad, man. In just a few mere hours, there will be a seemingly unpredictable turn. Oh, he gets out of it. More than half the criminals will die. Within a few moments more, so will the other half. Damn, he crushed his head. Oh, she's dead. From him. She thought that she had him. Damn, he turned it around on her somehow. You're expendable. If your numbers dwindle, then more will be added. A Tory's messenger has already traveled to Ishu. The shogunate undoubtedly made contact with the new Iwagakure. Rumor has it this job will determine the next head of the clan. Okay. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's enough to inspire ambition in some. See you later. Don't let your guard down around the criminals. You've been warned. She said he's right. Even though we've been traveling together for several days, I still don't understand this man's true character. Right. Gabimaru shows you different sides of him. I don't think that he's bad. Like, I think at the core, like, he's not a bad human. That we've been shown that. But there's something that drives him to that. It's where he needs to survive. Survival is his only thing. I think she knows that. That's why I'm kind of like confused why she's even questioning, like, yeah, you don't know him, you've been traveling with him or whatever, you don't understand his true character, but you did do some research on this man. You were kind of, we saw you in that first episode. You was with him and you was trying to understand him a little bit better, and it seemed like she was getting a grasp on him. Like, she figured out what makes him tick. So I don't know, I'm a little confused why she got so easily like talked into that right there. But I feel like she knows that Gabimaru's not going to just like stab her in the back. Like, they're not gonna be walking and he's just gonna like turn on her all of a sudden. He needs some kind of reason to do that. So I think she's safe. Yeah, I don't see Gabimaru as that type of person. But which way now? I was hoping to kill you painlessly. Bro, I was just talking. I don't think that he would swing. No. I was so wrong. No way. He really swung on her. That's crazy. Hold on, I'm gonna play it again. I was hoping to kill you painlessly. Said I knew it. This man's true nature is... What? I didn't see that coming. They asked to leave the village the moment they had your child. So there's a little backstory here. We're getting a little backstory. That's what I've been hoping for. I think throughout this whole season, they're going to sprinkle in Gabimaru backstory to help us further understand him too. Because we don't really... Like, we see sides of him, but we don't truly understand him yet. So this is good. They asked to leave the village the moment they had a child. And they're supposed to be jonin. Pathetic. We know that word, jonin. I shall raise this child. Look closely, Gabimaru. This is weakness. So that's the chief that killed his parents. Unless you're strong, you can't protect anything. Let alone everything precious to you. So they're fighting right now? Oh, I did not see this coming. I got this all wrong. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright, so they're fighting, right? And she's holding her own. It looks like an even battle. But we know Gabimaru already. Like, we've seen him go crazy. He's not going crazy on her right now. He's just not. He's holding back. Like, there's something going. Again, this is like, it's like he's testing her or something. I don't know what this is. Hopefully they explain it. But what we've seen from him and what he can do, it, like, I feel like at this moment right here, like, he could kill her. Like, if he could really, if he wanted to. And he's got a sword now too. He can already like move up on people real quick. And I don't know, man. I think this is some kind of test. Killing me is a violation of the rules. Remember what your clansman said? It's about priorities. If the Iwagakure arrive on this island, everything will go up in smoke. I have to find the elixir of life before then. I have no hatred for you, but you're a hindrance. So you're going to kill me? Sometimes there's no choice. I'm sorry, but you have to die. Wow. This man is dangerous after all. His thinking and morality are extreme and abnormal. He should be executed immediately, but for some reason I'm hesitant. What's reflecting in that blade? Again, I should have been able to kill her just now. So now we're in his head. Why am I hesitating? So they both hesitate to kill each other. Oh, man. Why? I think it's normal not to want to kill anyone. See, man, he's an interesting guy. Ridiculous, I don't have feelings. He said, how can you say that after you blush so much over a kiss? If you have emotions, you should listen to them. You're not your old self anymore. True courage is being true to your emotions. As long as you're like that, I'll follow you. Even if it means leaving the village. I experienced emotions after meeting my wife. But among them was hatred. He wasn't our target. He said he'd take revenge on my wife and the rest of my family. I experienced weakness as well. Oh, he didn't go through with it. Again, this is weakness. At this rate, I won't be pardoned, much less survive. He's a violent, condemned criminal. On top of that, he's trying to kill me, but the heart is such a nuisance. See, man, at the core of this whole thing, I keep saying this every episode, at the core of this whole thing is emotion. Both of them together are emotional. They're emotional beings, man. They think emotionally. Unless you're strong, you can't protect anything. Uh-oh, look at that eye. Broke her sword. Stop resisting, it's pointless. And she just used the cover? Can't beat me with that. I don't care about the other criminals, but killing you will hurt me. He at least admitted it. Can't you at least die quietly? So it will hurt you. You still have those kinds of emotions left. You're right. Uh-oh. I don't have emotions. I am Gabimaru the Hollow. I've killed so many people, I've grown tired of it. Killing one more person doesn't make me feel anything. That's how I was raised. Unless you're strong, you can't protect anything. She said, I knew it, this man is dangerous. I don't need emotions now, die. You can't do it. You can't do it. It's his wife. Why do I hesitate? I shouldn't feel anything. In that moment, this man has always worn the same expression he's wearing now. As though he's trying to endure something. The environment he was raised in simply gave him the wrong idea. He's not a hollow man who feels nothing. He's a human being with emotions, exactly. And watching him allowed me to face my own emotions. They're meant to be a duo. They're meant to be a team. I didn't need an episode to explain that. I knew that right off the bat. The way that both of these two function, they're meant to be a team, or they're meant to be two that kind of help each other out in this whole story. I ain't need all of this. I ain't need this fighting to help me realize that. Come on now. At this rate, I won't survive. So that's his whole thing. If I'm this weak, I'll never see my wife again. That's how he thinks. He said, if I'm this weak, I'm not going to survive. That's his whole thing. He just wants to survive. If I'm this weak, I'll never see my wife again. She said, that's not weakness. It's the seed of strength. Okay. She's covering up the sword. Not fleeing from your emotions is strength. At least allow me to say that. Normally I'd execute you immediately, but this time I'll overlook your behavior. If you regret your own crimes, face your emotions and struggle to reclaim your life, then I wish to see that through. Uh-oh, now he's got somebody that believes in him. Alright, okay, I get it now. I see why that fight needed to happen. I didn't see it coming. And even during their conflict, I was like, why is this happening? It just didn't seem like Gabimaru was that kind of person. But now, like, after some of these words that Sagiri's been saying, you know, Gabimaru kind of needed somebody else to feel him and what he's going through and kind of not root him on, but be there to, like, I want to see this through for you too. Now I understand why this kind of happened. Show me if someone like you can reclaim his life. Okay. I must face my own emotions as well so that I can become stronger. Our relationship hasn't changed, but you're not your old self anymore. He sheathed it. I think that's what you say, sheath? Those look like man-made objects. So these two getting along? Interesting. Oh, the butterfly was on his hand. Oh, the butterfly's got a face and a stinger. Oh, nah. He just cut off his own hand. And cut the butterfly. He said, look, it's a butterfly with a human face. That's not from our world. His hand already deformed and changing. Oh, don't get distracted. Oh, it's at the end of the episode too. We're finally getting a tease of this island now. Oh, man. Oh, man. Look at that. Don't get distracted. Look at him coming. Oh. What the hell is this island? This is starting to get interesting. Oh, what is that? What is that? Interesting. Oh, They done surrounded Gabimaru and Sagiri too. What is going on? What is that? What is this creature? Stay back. That's it? Oh no. Oh, it was about to get good. Yes, sir. Yo. Episode 4 is gonna go stupid. This is the jump off right here. Episode 4 through the rest of the season is about to be ridiculous. Cause this is now getting ridiculous. This is now getting crazy. Yeah, okay. An episode that I did not see going the way it did. But I'm not upset about it at all. Right? So the episode kind of starts with they pop up at the island already. I didn't see that coming. They're already at the island. And it's the guy that Dono's looking after, which is this monk guy. Attacks Gabimaru right off the bat because his whole thinking is, let's get rid of everybody first, get rid of all the prisoners first, so then I can look for this elixir in peace, right? He's attacking Gabimaru. Gabimaru makes quick work of him effortlessly, right? And Dono has some words for both Gabimaru and for Sagiri, and basically I don't want to say his words pinned them against each other, but I think it kind of started it a little bit. He's kind of like the instigator, but he's saying like, don't trust Gabimaru, don't trust these prisoners at all, and then he's going to turn his back on you and all that kind of stuff, and then that's because that's just who he is. And then Gabimaru kind of like fell into it and was like, that is who I am the Hollow. And then right off the bat, Sagiri thought she was safe, and I did too. I literally paused the whole thing and was like, I don't think that's who Gabimaru is. I went on the whole thing. Gabimaru is not that guy. She should be good. He's not going to just turn on her like in the middle of this whole thing, just kind of try to take her out or anything like that. That's not who he is. And literally seconds later, when I hit press play, he turns on her, right? And they go into a whole duel, clashing their swords, and but you could tell early on. I also paused it. Then I was like, wait a minute, Gabimaru's not going all the way right here, because he's been going crazy on these other people throughout this whole show. So like, she would be dead. She would be dead if he was really going stupid. But he was hesitating, and so was she, and they kind of come to a standstill, or he finally he has this last little urge to like, I'm going to finally kill her. Is in the position to do it on top of her with the sword, basically at her neck, and he can't do it. Hesitates. He's thinking of his past and stuff like that, but he also thinks of his wife. He's in there like, that's not who you are anymore. And Sagiri also was saying like, that's not who you are anymore too, and I actually want this for you. I want to see you get back to your wife and see you change, and see she's one of those, man. She's one of those. She wants to see this man change. So we're gonna see. And she kind of believes in him and all that stuff. So that's it didn't make sense until afterwards. That was like, okay, that was needed, because now Gabimaru has somebody that like wants him to be good and wants to see him change and see it through, right? So their duo, the duo of Gabimaru and Sagiri, now seems like it's a thing that's like, all right, they got an understanding now. It's a conflict that needed to happen. That situation needed to happen, whatever, the fight. But now they're good, I think. I don't think that will happen again. Hopefully not. And yes, so I think now we're gonna be seeing them as a duo that kind of look after each other a little bit. And then right after that, the island starts bugging out, literally bugging out. And the guy that's another like tall samurai guy, the swordsmith, I think, or the swordsman, he basically sees this butterfly thing with a face on it, and it stings him. He realizes really quickly that this butterfly has a face on it. It's like, it's not from this earth. Like, this isn't from here, right? And he cuts his own hand off real quickly without even thinking about it. And then the hand on the ground starts deforming and turning into stuff. So that's the reason why people haven't been making it back and have been coming back full of flowers and craziness like that. Because these things are just kind of after them. And then something else kind of appears. Like all these books start coming out, right? And then something else kind of appears, like this big thing with like these, it's like tongues out of its eyes or something like that. And then it also shows Gabimaru and Sagiri being surrounded as well, and they got this other creature that's like this big. I don't even know how to explain it. It's got this like shark face, and it's like this nature creature, dying but living kind of creature thing. It's creepy. It's creepy, but that's what they're faced with. And Gabimaru's like, "Look, stay back." He puts up his little thing, his little mask, because you know COVID. Puts up his mask. I don't want to catch nothing out there. And he goes to work, or he's about to go to work. And to me, I'm like, episode 4 through however long this the season is going to be lit. It's gonna be lit because now we really get into it. What I didn't see coming is that like the numbers would go down that quickly right off the bat as well. Like the prisoners just executing each other. The big guy, that's a cannibal, just eats the dude's head, basically the executioner. I didn't see that coming too. I thought he was a main kind of character, the executioner, with the red hair and the Renji looking guy. Unless I was mixing him up with Dono. I don't know if I was mixing those two up, but I thought we had seen him before. I thought he was talking to Sagiri as well, and for the big cannibal guy to just be like, "I'm eating you," like eating your head, like, oh my god, that was a crazy moment. Cause he's trying to fight back, and that sword broke when through his hand, and he knew it was over at that point. That was a sad moment, man. Sad moment. Because I thought he was going to be somebody. Thought he was going to be somebody. He's not anymore. So yeah, like I said, that was crazy. Why would you stick me with him? And he felt confident before that sword broke. He was feeling confident. I'm like, nah, don't stick me with him. He's a cannibal and he's that big, and y'all just watched him, get beat by rocks and stuff like that, and there was nothing was affecting this guy. Yeah, but you want to stick me with him. If he turns on me, it's a wrap. Nah, I'm not doing that. They couldn't pay me to do that. The numbers have dwindled down. We haven't seen everybody yet. We haven't seen everybody that went over, but it's still less people now. And the island is starting to act up, so it's gonna get really interesting here. I'm still kind of like, I still want to know what powers these guys have. Like what is it that's like, because they mentioned that these 12 or 13 or however many people have kind of like they're almost like superpowers, but they're not really. It's not superpowers, but that's what he said. That was the word he used. They kind of have like superpowers almost, right? Um, with like the big cannibal guy, like swords break when they touch his skin. So like his skin must be like the roughest thing out there or something like that. Got another guy that like wraps his body around people, and then the yellow hair guy seems to have strength. He just crushed a skull. It seems like they got abilities that we just don't know. It's interesting. I hope they explain a little bit more about it. Hopefully they're not just like side characters that have these things and they might die. We don't know if they'll die or if they live or whatever, and it just kind of goes unexplained, like what they're capable of and what they're from, or like where they get their powers from, and like all that stuff. Like I want to know. It's kind of the skill set, the power set in this show. Hopefully that's more explained later on in the season, because I'm interested in the characters so far. But yeah, good episode, man. Can't wait for next episode. Next week should be another good one. But yeah, man, we're finally on this island, and the dangers of this island is starting to wake up. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how this unfolds. Yeah, I'm hype. I'm hype about it. Yeah, man, that's all I got for you guys today. I'm gonna see you guys in the next episode, the next reaction. But yeah, check out other videos on the channel, man. Check out the Demon Slayer reaction. I got the episode 1 back up. Um, episode 2 should be coming soon after this video drops as well. So be on the lookout for that. And yeah, tune in, man. Tune in. Super smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. My name is Dennis Smith, and this is the Alternate Timeline. And I hope that you guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of the week. You guys have a good one. Peace.